YouTube, what is going down, man? What's up with y'all boys, man? We back up in this thing, man. Now look, seeing y'all boys was really rocking with that last NBA 2K video that I did. Well, matter of fact, it wasn't even the last one. I think it was a few videos ago about the top 5 worst NBA games of that franchise. So, I'm sorry, the top 5 worst NBA 2K games of that franchise. Kind of messed that up, but let's go ahead and get into it. You already know I am an unbiased channel, so if I do one thing for 2K, why would I not do it for NBA Live? So that's the video. Y'all seen it. Y'all seen the title. You click your thumbnail. You know what this is. And to be fair to NBA Live, I'm going to only include NBA Live games from the PS3 and Xbox 360 era. Anything before that is honestly too old, and I don't want to have a list full of entirely old games. Now, before I officially get into the video, I'm gonna let y'all NBA Live fans know something that I told 2K fans. Look, some of your games that you grew up playing, loving, and enjoying is gonna be on this list. The list is what the list is. I'm not changing it. And now I know nostalgia is gonna affect it heavy into a lot of y'all dudes because a lot of y'all literally grew up with these games. But just because you grew up with it and had fun with it, don't mean that game wasn't bad. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Look, if you get mad, make sure you get in the comment section and tell me why I was wrong about this game, but the list is what the list is. Now, with all of that being said, man, let's go ahead and get into the list, and we're gonna start this thing off with number 5. We gotta go with NBA Live 15, man, and honestly, just look at this game. This game does not pass the eye test. To this game's credit and to NBA Live's credit though, this game is head and shoulders better than every other game that is on this list, but I can't give this game a pass just because those games were absolutely horrible. This game was not good in any single way, and I struggle to find anything positive in this game. The only thing that I can really give them credit for on here is that Live Run was actually decent, but other than that, like, just look at the animations in the gameplay. Animations were horrible. Dribbling looked weird, passing looked weird, dunking looked horrible. And on top of that, look at the player models. Tell me I'm lying when I tell you every player in this game looked like they skipped leg day. It looked like all of these dudes is fresh out of the penitentiary, been doing nothing but chest and shoulders, and ain't ever do a leg press a single day in their life. A lot of these characters are just built funny. The commentary in this game may have been some of the worst that I've ever experienced on one of the next gen titles. None of the conversation has substance. Let's get off of that and let's go ahead and go to the game modes, because none of the game modes had life. The career mode was absolutely bare bones. There was no reason to play that. This is clearly the number 5th spot on the list. I know some of y'all gonna be in the comment section saying, I actually enjoyed this game, but don't let that fool you into thinking that this was not a bad game. Let's go and go to number 4. And this game came directly after the game that a lot of people consider the GOAT. This game was the first game on the next gen consoles. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we are talking about NBA Live 06. And honestly, I really want to put this game higher on the list. This game should be higher on the list, but it's sad I can't do so because we've already known NBA Live had some major stumbles along the way. But NBA Live 06 was a garbage game, and don't ever let somebody tell you that it was not. And let me do a quick sidebar real quick. Look at Steve Nash. He's built like Slender Man. But I'm not gonna kill him too much for the looks because we have to remember this game came out in 2005. So let me go ahead and explain to you why this was a bad game, okay? Now, NBA Live 05, I already said it, a lot of people consider that game the GOAT. Well, they took everything that we loved about NBA Live 05, and for the next gen consoles, they stripped all of that. NBA Live 06 was literally a cash grab. They removed literally half the game for the 360 version. This game was basically a full price demo. The PS2 version was way better than the 360 version because let me tell you things that the PS2 version had that the 360 version didn't have. Create a team, custom superstar controls, dunk contests, 3-point shootout, all-star weekend all together, dynasty mode. They literally sold this game on the 360 just to get it out. The 360 version of this game was missing half of the game. On top of that, gameplay wise, the gameplay in this game was bad. Let me say that again, it was bad. Absolutely terrible. There were so many bad, unnatural looking animations that yeah, the game looked good, but once you actually get into the gameplay, you realize you've been cheated out of your money and you probably should have kept your PS2 to play this game. Unrealistic looking rebound animations, steal animations, dunk animations. The dribbling was terrible. The running animations were terrible. And I know a lot of that looks bad because of the age. But if you put all of that on top of half of the game being missing, it's no denying that this game was the beginning of the end for NBA Live's reign as the top basketball game out there. Once they shipped this game with all of these problems, with half of the game missing, with the gameplay being incredibly bad, it was over. It wasn't officially over until a little bit later on down the road, and I'll talk about that with my next pick, but this game marked the beginning of the end. How could this game come out after Live 05? How? Let's go ahead and go to number 3, man. And for number 3, this game came directly after the previous game that I just stated. NBA Live 07 comes in at the number 4 spot on my list. And I know this may be the game that has the most people upset. I don't know if I even phrased that sentence right, but this will be the game that will have the most people upset in the comment section, because I do think there's a significant amount of people that actually like this game. But this game somehow managed to make their gameplay arguably worse than the game the year before. Like, how is that even possible? Now, to their credit, I have to give them a positive, and they did correct the mistake that they made the previous year and add some of the modes that they previously took out of the game. So in NBA Live 07, if you go by there for the 360 right now, you will be able to play Dynasty mode. You will be able to play the All-Star Weekend. Now that sounds like a positive, and some may even wonder, well, why is this not over NBA Live 016 if they corrected that flaw? Well, once they did bring those things over, they were literally just ports. They didn't improve on Dynasty mode. Dynasty mode was extremely bare bones. All-Star Weekend had the exact same dunks from NBA Live 05. No new props, just the same mode ported over. And while that was fun 2 years ago, you're not gonna give me the same thing and think that I'm just gonna be cool with it. Now, back to the gameplay, because I did say that took a step back. Well, in NBA Live 07, they made the gameplay way more slower, which is an absolute negative when your gameplay is bad in the first place, and it was more canned than it was the year before. NBA Live 07 basically really didn't learn anything from the previous year, and on top of that, the online on NBA Live 07 was absolutely unplayable. The lag was ridiculous. And as a result of this game, this was the last time the NBA Live honestly was a top game over 2K. After putting out back-to-back bad games, they lost the customers' trust, and this is why 2K is what 2K is right now. Let's go ahead and go to number 2, man. And number 2, this game should be no surprise to nobody that I put this game on this list. If y'all seeing the gameplay right now, y'all know exactly what this game is. This is NBA Live 14. The only surprising thing is that this isn't number 1. This game was bad in every single way you can imagine it. First of all, let's look at the context of when this game dropped. This was NBA Live's first game ever since NBA Live 10. Live 13 was supposed to come out, but the demo to that looked horrible. So they canceled that, and then they brought us Live 14, and they gave us a trailer with Kyrie Irving dribbling. And that trailer actually looked decent. The problem is, the game looked nothing like the trailer. When we got this game, all the players on the court looked like they've been dipped in wax. Looked like they've been dipped in chocolate. The player models were atrocious. Every player in this game had a slim build. You struggled to find anybody that actually looked the way that they looked in real life. We're talking about the player models. They were all so small compared to how big the court was. Now, remember, this game dropped the same year this game dropped.
Somebody wrote a clip.
Time changes, new faces, old best friends, new strangers.
The difference was night and day. And just like so many of the other NBA Lives on this list, the animations on this game were horrible. Shooting looked bad, rebounding, the ball looked like it had helium, and more helium. Game modes, let's go into that. There was no reason to play them. The Rising Star mode, it didn't matter what you were instantly starting as soon as you got in the game. There is no question, without a doubt, this is the worst NBA Live to ever be officially released. Now, I gave y'all a hint of what my next one is going to be, so we might as well just go ahead and dive right into that. The number one game on this list, it does not need to be introduced, but if you don't know what it is NBA Live Elite 11. This was the game that officially put the nail in the coffin for the NBA Live franchise. Let's get some context, because that's definitely important when we're talking about this game. This game was scheduled to drop after NBA Live 10. NBA Live 10 is a game that is held in high regard in the NBA Live communities. Some people even call that game the GOAT. They took everything that was supposed to be good about NBA Live 10 and completely removed it and stripped it away, and they were going to give us this game. And it was tragic. It was tragic. When the demo came out, the demo was riddled with glitches. One glitch single-handedly killed this game. That's the Jesus Bynum glitch. They tried to overcomplicate the controls. People that actually got the game complaining about how everything in this game was just a simple struggle, bro. And it looked like it when you actually watched the footage. It was a struggle to pass the ball, a struggle to shoot the ball. The animations, let's go back to it. Look at the running animations in this game. Just watch how the players run up and down the court. It looks like everybody's running to the bathroom. This game is easily, without a doubt, even though it didn't officially release, this game is the number one spot, man. But that's all I got for y'all, boys. Man, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit those notifications. Again, this game didn't come out, but this is the worst NBA Live game of all time.